Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the latest edition of Wow, Lynch, Wow. Dedicated to filmmaker David Lynch and inspired by the triumphant return of Twin Peaks. A friendly warning to everyone who isn't caught up on all 13 episodes of the new Twin Peaks. There will be spoilers, and they will begin shortly. So viewers and listeners, be warned. When I first heard the official announcement that Twin Peaks would be returning after 25 years, my reaction wasn't a whole lot different than I imagine it would have been had I just won the lottery. The news seemed truly unbelievable. For more than 20 years, I had still often wondered how a third season of Twin Peaks may have played out. And then I had just learned that it was really happening again. At the time, I think Kyle MacLachlan was the only officially confirmed cast member, and this gave me great faith in the project. So with David Lynch, Kyle MacLachlan, and also Mark Frost all on board, I was confident we would get something special. After all, FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper was one of the coolest law enforcement characters in television history. So here we are. 13 parts in and 5 parts left to go. And amazingly, we still haven't actually seen our beloved FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper. It's obvious now Cooper is only going to finally return at or near the very end of the story, and that Laura Palmer will somehow be involved, and that all of this will be happening in Twin Peaks. Everything that's been going on in the show, this is all building up to that moment of Cooper's return. They aren't going to reveal this any earlier in the story than they need to, and I trust that they have something very creative in store. By the time Cooper is back, 2 things will have happened. 1, officially the book will be closed and this part of the story will end by bringing Cooper back where you could have some sort of ending. And 2, when Cooper does come back, the internet is going to go apeshit and demand for a season 4 will be higher than ever. It was really a bold, ballsy, and brilliant plan from Lynch and Frost. FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper is one of the absolute greatest characters in the history of television. Lynch got a chance to revive him after 25 years. And instead of utilizing this built-in powerhouse asset, he doesn't use it at all in the way that any of us could have anticipated. I mean, that's crazy talk, but that's exactly what Lynch and Frost have done, and the payoffs have been nothing short of terrific. And one of the huge reasons that the execution of their vision is working so well is because of the stellar performances from Kyle MacLachlan. I see a lot of fans out there giving him credit for playing 2 characters, Dougie Coop and Bad Coop, and this is mostly true, but I think the reality is that he's actually played more like 5 characters. Lodge Coop, Bad Coop, Dougie Coop, and the real Douglas Jones. And I'm assuming that we're building up to this moment where we will ultimately see the return of the Dale we all knew and loved. Kyle MacLachlan has been nothing short of sensational. He has tremendous chemistry with his fellow performers, and he's consistently hitting the mark in all types of weird, crazy, and otherwise bizarre situations, and he's killing it. And I think a lot of what he's doing is much more difficult to do than most people tend to realize. I'm not an actor. I have no credentials whatsoever for critiquing acting performances, and I don't know shit about television awards. But if Kyle MacLachlan doesn't wind up winning every lead actor television award in existence that he's eligible for, then really, what's the point? The entire cast in the Twin Peaks return has been excellent, but I think Kyle is in a league all of his own. He truly is the driving force that's bringing Lynch's vision before our eyes and ears. FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper was already one of the greatest TV characters ever, but with the new Twin Peaks, amazingly, his character is being elevated to new heights. And I believe that this will all culminate when Cooper does return and this part of the story comes to an end. I remain optimistic that we will indeed get another season of Twin Peaks. If I'm reading behind the lines correctly, Mark Frost and Kyle MacLachlan are all in, and David Lynch seems interested in doing more under the right circumstances, which I take to mean that he maintains creative control and gets an appropriate budget to fulfill his vision. Showtime CEO David Nevin recently stated that he was happy with the performance of Twin Peaks and that Twin Peaks has had a palpable effect on subscribers for multiple months. And also recently, Showtime programming president Gary Levine said, "The door's always open to David Lynch. Whether that would lead to another season, I don't know if he wants to do it." Now, if I'm interpreting all of this correctly, and I think that I am, I believe we are almost certainly going to get a fourth season, and I really hope we do. In my opinion, David Lynch is the greatest living director. He has amazing chemistry throughout the years working with Kyle MacLachlan, and I hope Showtime makes him an offer that he can't refuse. Meanwhile, even though we're getting closer to the finish line, I still can't believe it's actually happening again, and I'm thrilled that Twin Peaks came back. I, for one, am thoroughly enjoying this fired-up ride, and I'm just itching to see what happens next. Thank you very much for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments section, and have a great night, everyone.